Another hot day out there with a few scattered showers.
Yeah, we're keeping our eye on the tropics, but let's start with what we're seeing today.
Well, and let's make the emphasize point that if you don't have Click Depends on your phone, this is the time to get it, because as we get into a tropical situation, possibly by Thursday into Friday and the weekend, you'll be glad you did. There's a look at a storm over the bay. Marianne Moran just put that on, and we have a few showers out there. Not a lot. Mostly it's hot. You can see a few clouds trying to build in. 95 feels like 99. Sugarland feels like 99. Katy at 95. Feeling like 100 degrees. So no huge changes in what we've been seeing as far as temperatures. There's exact track radar. It's going to be busy over the next few days, it looks like. A scattered shower into Liberty County, and this one has some lightning with it just to the north of Fresno. So a pop-up shower here and there, perhaps to cool you off. Let's get down to the tropics here, and this is what we're watching. Harvey, that it's hard to find exactly, but the hurricane hunters are out there, and they're going to let us know as soon as they can exactly where this system is, and it will continue to wrap around this center that's been coming off the Yucatan Peninsula. And as that's been happening, we've been seeing those showers continue to flare up. Now, one of the big points to this is this frontal system to our north. We obviously don't usually get fronts in August, but we've had a number of these over the summer move down and fall apart right over Houston. And that's going to be part of the player in this as that continues to move our way over the next couple of days. And Harvey continues to move north. The two interacting are going to just exacerbate the problem as far as rain is concerned. One of the things that hurricanes hate is wind shear. There's not a lot in the path of Harvey. So that's one concern we have. 30-mile-an-hour winds, as I pointed out earlier, with this northwest motion. And they're the spaghetti models. You'll notice there's high shear up here around Louisiana, and in the hurricane hunters, if you were with us at the top of the newscast, found a 64-mile-an-hour wind right in this area. So there's some high shear here, but it's not going that way. There's no shear where its path is. Some up around the coastal areas, but that's Thursday, and then it wants to just scoot right through that path of least resistance. So not a lot of wind shear in our favor and plenty of heat. As hurricanes have to have that warm fuel of the water, and that's what that system has right now. 85 to 90 degrees. To give you an idea, you need 80 to get a hurricane going, and we're well above that. So it's not going to be a problem with plenty of fuel out there. Here's again the futurecast. So let's go over some of these models, and you can see there's that swirl there that continues to move generally with this particular futurecast right toward the Brownsville area by Friday, and there you can see a nicely formed eye. Here comes the front. Now with that in mind, here's a look at the futurecast rainfall from the American model, and you'll notice there's where they put this system, the American model, right into the Corpus Christi area. And then look at the rainfall amounts. The purple, keep in mind, is 10 to 12 inches of rain by Sunday off to our west. But then as this system continues to push across on Monday, look what happens. It just almost pulls an Allison in that it grabs all of this Gulf moisture and pulls it into the Houston area for 12 inches of rain. And there are some models that go even higher than that. With tropical moisture, you can double these amounts because the warm air can hold so much moisture. Now this makes sense. There's the American model, and there's where the center of the system is. It goes off toward Austin, and then on Sunday and Monday, it just comes right down I-10 into the Houston area. So that's where we are now with the American. The European is a little different. It's not much better in that it has purple in it, but it does keep it to the south. There's that low between Brownsville and Corpus. The storm continuing to move first to the northwest and then off toward Corpus and to our south. But you'll notice this purple area, which is huge, from Austin to just south of Houston, and that again is that 10 to 12 inch mark. So whenever you see purple on the map, that's when you become concerned. Right now, winds could easily be to hurricane force, 10 to 16 inch totals for rain, maybe more in some areas. That's a possibility. Clearly that would lead to flooding. A surge of 4 to 6 feet. If there's any saving grace, an approach at an angle to the coast is less surge as opposed to coming right at the coast. So there's some help there in the approach of this storm. Tornadoes, when you have so many different winds coming from so many different directions, certainly funnel clouds, water spouts, and tornadoes are going to be a possibility. So it's simple with this forecast just to ramp it up, and that's really the point here, that by Friday into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, though, that's really the bell curve of very high rain potential, from Friday at 60% to 80% at least, Saturday, Sunday to 50 on Monday, and then the dry out begins. But until it does, clearly there's going to be a lot of heavy rain coming in here. Now, we're preliminary in this. The hurricane hunters are still out there. We'll get a lot more information from all of our computer models once they know where the center is. As I always say, if you don't know where you are, you don't really know where you're going.
Right.
And right now, we have a great idea of where we are, but there's a lot of data that we need to get, and that's what the hurricane hunters are out there to do.
So it sounds like your message is not to panic, but to be prepared.
And stay tuned. We'll be updating this every hour.
All right, Frank, thanks so much.